Welcome to another Athenaeum video tutorial. Today we're going to do a second video for the basic Photoshop technique and use of tools series that I'm doing over at the Athenaeum. Today we're going to talk about how to make brushes. And one of the things that I like to use brushes for is as a stamp. So, for instance, what I might do is to create a brush with my pseudonym or my name or a brand logo, something like that, so that I can stamp it on documents without having to, load the image over and over again or what have you, or make multiple repetitions pretty easily. So the first thing we're going to do is I go over to my brush tool. I've selected a hard small brush, and I'm just going to make that brush a little bit bigger with my right bracket, and I'm going to put out my pseudonym here, Beazle, B-E-E-Z-L-E. So there we go. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go over to the marquee selection tool. I'm going to grab this, select the area, and I'm going to go into Edit and define brush preset. So there we go. Now we'll go over here to brushes again, and up at the top here you'll see your brushes panel. Just click that to open it, and every brush that you create will be the last brush in your panel. So I'll go over here and I have stamp. Let's Control D to deselect that. I've got my stamp here, stamp there, stamp everywhere. So that's a useful tool if you just want to put your kind of a personalized watermark on things, I guess. And so now the next thing I'm going to show you is we can do the same thing with, say, an image you've created. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase all this mess and shrink that back down with the left bracket tool, with the left bracket button, sorry. And I'm going to bring in an image of a skulls and crossbones. I'm just going to pull it in a little bit, make it a little bit smaller and easier to work with. And there you go, I've placed that. So now you grab your marquee selection tool again, select the area that you want and the color that you want the stamp to be, and we go back into Edit and to define brush preset again, and we'll go back to brushes and look in our brushes panel and see that we have the brush, and it's going to ask you to make it a smart object, but just ignore that. And Control D to deselect, and there you go. You've got your skulls and crossbones button here, so you can see you can do with any image. You see that there's a little bit of this original image, so you might want to select this out a little bit, but you can get a nice kind of grainy stamp quality here. It looks pretty grungy, depending on how you apply it. So hopefully that shows you how to make a brush of your very own. And one more thing before we go, let's go look into brush presets here real quick. So we see there's actually a lot here that we can discuss. So you can control the way your brush works also. Let's go over here and just get rid of all this stuff. Again, with the right bracket, just make it large, delete all that, or erase it. Go over back to brush presets. Select your skull brush again, or whatever image you've chosen. And this is where you can really alter your brush. You can see on the bottom of the screen here, you can space it in, you can pull it out so that there's a little more definition. You can change the shape and the spacing to make it look like it's flinging or being flung around. You can also create more scattering. You can bring them in together, or you can take them out more. And let's see. There's a lot of stuff that you can do here. So let's go with this and see how this brush has changed since we've added these effects, or these differences here. Go over to brush, make sure we are selected on brush and not eraser still, and pull up our skulls and crossbone brush. And as you can see, we've got this now. Just kind of flies around the skulls and crossbones. So yeah, so you can just adjust that however you see fit, and you can create your own custom brushes this way. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I've helped you learn something. Thanks.